Hello and welcome from Caravan Salon 2020. Now for me, the one of the most exciting places to be, if not the most exciting place to be at this event, is to be able to see new equipment. Now this year, 2020, because of the COVID situation, there is considerably less to see than there is normally. Nonetheless, there are one or two things which I think are interesting to point out. Now, as I move up here, one or two companies went past Telco. They do sort of satellite dishes and other electronic equipment. They're from Italy. Lineper here, they're into suspension systems. Now, suspension obviously is a major issue in the RV world, because obviously vans are designed to carry large amounts of weight, but as it normally turns out, they're not designed to carry large amounts of weight all the time. For example, you've got a Fiat Ducato and you're carrying stuff around. You're carrying stuff around when you go somewhere, but when you come back it's empty. So the suspension is a major issue. We have here EFOI, the hybrid power. It's a fuel cell or way of charging lithium battery. I'll do a video explaining that in more detail. And okay, Fiamma, noted for somewhat cheap products. And friends of mine I was just thinking of them today. I think, why didn't they come here? They told me they would. And anyways, a Fiamma sort of cheap stuff. Pioneer, well, you know them. They don't just do stuff for camper vans, but I see they've got units there designed for camper vans. That appears to be a sort of another catalogue. Here we've got something very curious. Look at that, 12-volt air conditioning. I've already done a video on this, but a genuine air conditioning with 12 volt is very unusual. And furthermore, what we've also got here are fridges on wheels with a built-in lithium battery. There's the battery, and that is so no external power source, and the battery will keep it at low temperatures for at least a day. Depends on the what you need. If you need frozen oil, it'll be a day. If it's lower temperatures, then it'll be somewhat less. Alco and their subsidiaries, E&P, Savico, so various things related to suspension, to the way the chassis are built. You can see videos I've done from the factory in southern Germany. Here we've got this evaporative system. I've got one that's made in the United Kingdom, but I've got an Italian one, Adam. This is an unusual idea. Drive Dressy. They appeared at Stuttgart this year, the first time that I'd seen them, and it's an upholsterer really. So, but very unusual fashion for cars. And you can see here what it looks like inside. I'm supposed to put the sanitizer on, but if I just stick this around the door like that, hopefully that'll be okay. I think though when you come up here, you can sort of feel the difference between this year and previous years. Okay, HPV sort of do connections for gas There we have cooking sort of pull-out systems, Vitrifrigo 12-volt fridges, so two-way fridges, and you can see them in increasingly large amounts of vans. And here's some of the sort of the portable stuff as well they do. Now here, Veringer, you might not know the name, but if you've seen any of my videos, you've seen their stuff. They do the internal, how should I put it, the wood, the building material, the construction material, lightweight construction materials. They've got a couple of concept vans here. You see inside that one there, and got more than a couple, got three. And it's the point of this. These aren't vans which are to be used for anything else other than sort of show as to what they actually do. I went to their production facility in southern Germany and I got some lightweight materials. I quite like this layout when you're sort of carrying stuff around. You know, I think it's great. Now, well, bike racks. I mean, most of us would get the bike rack from a catalogue such as Francana, Movera, Raimo, something along those lines. Oh, these things here are used for moving caravans around. Sort of positioning the caravan. Television. Melamine, lightweight. Hesitate to use the word unbreakable, but I've heard that word used. Lightweight, looks a bit like China. It looks like China. It doesn't feel like China, but it looks like China. Looks like glass. It isn't. But keeps hot drinks hot and cold drinks cold. Yeah, but from distance it looks quite good, and at least it doesn't taste like plastic. Oh, mobile heating systems, LED lights. This company, Lille, makes many of the pumps which are in motorhomes. Effectively, there's two types of pumps. In camper vans, you often got pumps which go into the water, submersion pumps, and those of us of motorhomes have pumps which are external, and you can hear them when you turn on the water. Baldacci, they only talk to you if you're really important, so you gotta be really important for them to talk to you. And so they do sort of parts for motorhomes, like the handles and things like that. Victron, you may have seen these batteries. So a huge battery pack there, 200 ampere hours. Smart LiFePO for lithium ferrous phosphate. And there's lots of lithium batteries here this year. Remember previous years how it was all packed out everywhere, but at least think half the people are not here, but half the people are here, so the cup is really half full. One thing, seem to be getting lots more of these modular units. Is this company clearly manufactures the modular bits, the Lego, if you like. Buy an empty van and build it up, put the whole thing back together again. This, I think, is, well, outdoor materials, outdoor tables and chairs. Okay, solar solutions which are portable, quite handy. And for example, these things, I've got something similar to this, which I sort of extend and leave it in the windscreen when I'm parked, and it sort of slowly charges the battery. Flexible units are now getting more and more efficient. I noticed that I made a comment on a video something about 7 years ago about flexible, and my comment was actually no longer valid. Somebody complained it because the efficiency now is not what it was in 2013. It's far more efficient. Not quite the same as the hard solar panels, but it's coming close to it. This Solbio is something which is added to toilets, to toilet, so it makes your waste, liquefies your waste. Say, take the the green road, so 100% biological. Yeah, I might come back here and do more on that a bit later. Volts, various types of electrical equipment. No, I don't really know anything about this government system, how you might tell what they do. But this is they say building solutions, but you can see here it's the insulation material which is used in vans, Super B, lithium batteries, security systems. More lithium batteries. Everybody's doing lithium batteries these days, and actually I did think of doing lithium batteries as a business a couple of years ago, well, more than a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, and well, I might have picked the same as everybody else had I done that. Okay, windows and doors, but the difference here is very secure windows and doors, a bit different to what most of us have in our vans. Okay, furniture and fittings for vans. Another thing here, actually, there's a number of seat companies as well. I think there's 3 or 4, and well, 3 I think off the top of my head, so I've said 4 to cover myself. Yeah, batteries, more batteries. Television, satellite. Oh, here we've got something interesting. This is a 12 volt hair drying system. Now, the thing with obviously 12 volts times 20 amps, that's going to give you 360 watts of power. It's not really a lot, but what this does is it plugs in to your heating system. You turn the heating on the van. There you go, so you've got something like this on a Webasto. You plug it into that, and what this has inside is just a fan. And so it's that which the heating system of the van will heat up in a couple of minutes. It's that which gets your hair dry. So it's an original idea. So various types of equipment, solar bike fix. Oh, there you go. Manufacturing water tanks. Oh, very good, very good. See you later. Oyster, they do TV. You know, you think previous years, always packed out. There was sort of various types of people doing lightweight materials and other things up here. Right, carrying systems. So, for example, bike carrying systems. My friends here from DGN who do hinges, and this company actually supplies almost all the RV manufacturers, particularly in the high end, and they've got some very curious things which I'll come back here and talk more about that later. Okay, there, Ranger, a Chinese Australian sort of company. They do things like these windows and skylights. They're Plasterform from Slovenia. They do windows. LED lighting. I mean, these days you wouldn't want anything other than LED in a van, even though we've now got the lithium batteries. Here's something unusual. It's a fridge. It comes from the packaging industry. It's not a fridge as such. It keeps the temperature cool. You put the box into a cold store, something like that, take it out, and it can hold the temperature up to a month. So depending on what's in it. You know, lightweight materials. Oh, I've got some batteries and more lithium, but more specialized, particularly this thing here, which has just come out. But I think I might have to come back later and talk more about it. We'll come back later and talk more about this one. But we've already done this one, and I've got one of those. So portable lithium solutions, particularly useful. You've got something like an old van, a VW, something like that, where it may not be practical to build other types of in. So that's something you use all the year round in other applications and not just on your van. We'll do another video on that a bit later. Okay, see you later. Okay, Titan, we've got really interesting stuff here, such as, okay, well, there is a power inverter. That's an old type one, but they've just got this one here. It's a combination of a power inverter, it's got a charger, it's got the MPPT solar what do you call it, the solar charger, and it's the fact that the whole thing can work together is quite novel. Now, even something like this, which has been used in the past, and this looks quite old, but what this, despite the way it looks, it's got something here. You go on a campsite, and the campsite, for example, only gives you 5 amps or 7 amps or something like that. You put that on 5 amps, then you turn on your hairdryer, for argument's sake, which is taking much more than 5 amps, and then it'll take the power from the battery and not from the system, and then as it's charging from the campsite or wherever, it'll recharge your battery. And here you've got a way of actually, you can put the speed at which you charge your battery, which is I think it's quite novel. Anyway, we're just about to launch this one here, which is a touch control system. The thing that I often do when I'm in the van, and I show you that shows you electricity and water. This one here, it will have far more. You'll have your solar, you'll be able to control your solar, and lots of other things as well. Come back and do more on that later. Now, AirXL here, this company has a variety of solutions for fans which are placed inside the what do you call them things? The skylights. They've also got there some window shades and blinds as well. Okay, and here Schlafdach comfort bed, Camper Roof Europe. Now, those people who ask me where can I get a tent in the roof from, well, there's one company, Schlafdat Comfort Bed. Travel box. I'll explain a little bit of this as well. EZA from Lyon in France, they have a way of controlling the battery use in the vehicle, at the same time also getting the maximum amount from charging. Definitely worth doing more on this product a bit later. Okay, plastic solutions here. Okay, somebody has to manufacture the doors, and this is one company that does. Okay, more here from lithium batteries. Now, one thing that's really important for the lithium battery is the quality of the battery. There's plenty of cheap batteries around, but what is important is the battery management system, which will determine how well your products actually work. Okay, finishing panels, lightweight. Here we've got solar panels which actually bend round to suit your skylights and whatever else you've got on your roof. There are some upholstery. And Voltronic, which make all sorts of like chargers and inverters and this type of thing. Oh, there you go, security system. Oh, hadn't heard of them before. So, industrial batteries, well, I presume that means mainly lithium. Okay, seats and beds are made from foam, and there's various types of foam. And sometimes foam is mixed depending on the application that the foam is going to have. K-foam from Sevilla in southern Spain. Well, various seat solutions. RV components. Door systems, which particularly in high-end vehicles. Oh, and here can, which was acquired by AirXL, and they have these what do you call it? The sinks and those things, so hobs, which I tend to mention whilst doing videos. Multi-mover, I think that's more for caravan, or that industrial really. Oh, furniture, more seating. Satellite dishes, windows, and even more seating. For various vehicles. Rear bike carriers. Now, if I've missed anybody out, it's always possible to walk past, or I mightn't actually know what the company does, or it does so much that I can't remember everything. So you know, TV systems here, various energy, lightweight construction components. Hyundai as generators, as well as cars, of course, but what they're showing here are generators. Don't know what they do. AST closing, door closing systems for rear and sliding and rear doors. Oh, there's UAZ from Russia, and obviously they're the distributor, and they sort of do that up. They were one of I got some money from them as a client at UAZ some years ago. And mentioned is Camos. Camos have this really curious navigation camera system. I saw it here in 2012. I wanted to get it, but it's got this all-around view. So you see all the way around, a bird's eye view of what's actually going on. I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, what hadn't been developed at the time, so I ended up buying something else. Here we've got a satellite system, but my mate Andy will tell you more about that in the video I did with him. I'll let this lady talk. So, I let the lady talk as I continued my walk, but I mean, finished now, and so I needed to actually say that this has actually finished. And so, thanks very much. If you stuck it out this long, you really are a keen camper, and you must be interested in the subjects. You must be as interested in this as I am. Alternatively, you went to sleep and forgot to turn the computer off. So, thanks very much for being here. And guess what? I think, well, there's a van. I like to finish with the van. So I think I'll finish with this one. How about that? Again, case. Right. Oh, we'll do this one. This looks better. Fun work. 600 4x4. Thanks for watching.